Yeah, something I guess has just always been a part of me is just being able to talk to people, and I like meeting new people. I like talking to people I don't know. It's just always been inside of me. I don't really have a fear of talking to people. So for a lot of my high school years and teenage years, I really used my social skills and my extrovertness. I used that to win people over, to get friends, to get approval. Then as I got older, I grew closer to Jesus, and I started realizing that I didn't need to try and fit in. I didn't need to try and fill my hole with people liking me. Jesus filled that hole for me. And as soon as I made that switch, I used that ability to talk to people who I never met. Yeah, and as a pastor's kid, and anyone really within the church that grows up in it, you're in a bubble and you're in a sphere of people, and that people is Christians. If you only are in church, you're most likely not going to interact with someone who's complete opposite than you are. The way it is when you're on a missions trip, or like we were in Jamaica, when we're in Jamaica, that's very confrontational style ministry. We have a short amount of time. We have a window of time to talk to these people. But since I'm here permanently in Nashville, Tennessee, I have time to build a relationship, to have patience with this person, to walk it out with them slowly. For instance, I had this one person that I met about a year ago, and I knew him as a friend in the gym for about 6 months. And during those 6 months, I didn't really minister to him or even disciple him. Every so often, we'd get in these deep conversations where he would know that I believe in Jesus and how much Jesus has changed my life and impacted me, because the Bible calls us to glorify him and to make Jesus known. And so that's exactly what I did for about 6 months, but also not compromising. All I did was love on him, hang out with him, be myself, and show him Jesus in little sprinkles here and there. Fast forward about 6 months later, the opportunity came to lead him to the Lord. Leading someone to the Lord may take time. God gives people space for a reason, and I think that the time that I waited to talk to him about Jesus was worth it, because when he came to me looking for what I had, he was ready. I joined a gym about a year and a half ago. It's called Iron Fit here in Mount Juliet. There's all kinds of different people in there. There's different people with different backgrounds. People lift heavy and they cuss a lot. And for a lot of people there, that's mostly what their security comes from. And that for me is something, when I see someone like that in the gym, I always feel drawn to just immediately go after them and just start building a relationship with them. I get to know them for a couple months, and they soon realize that, okay, this guy's legit, his character's for real, he legit follows God, he doesn't compromise when he's around us, he sticks to what he says. This stuff can take time. For me and this one person, it took about 6 months. Just because that may take a long time doesn't mean that you're not making progress, as long as you're showing them some sort of something of Jesus every time you're with them. And no matter how you are with people, no matter what your personality is, knowing that your security comes through Jesus will show to other people. And the Bible talks about, like, when Jesus went after the one lost sheep, when he had the 99, that's really talking about God cares about the lost people, the ones who are in the world. And even if there's only one person who's lost, he still goes after that person. And if Jesus goes after that person, I'm going with him. I'm gonna look for the lost person so I can bring them back with the rest of us 99 sheep, because my goal is to bring the lost people to Jesus.